Everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I'm Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. Happy New Year, everybody. It is just, we're raring to go for 2024, and I am so excited about tonight's technique. Now, you've seen this technique done in a way. You've seen this technique done in the past, but I have a new twist on it, and I didn't think it would work, and I tried it today, and it is so cool. So I'm just so excited about it, and I know you will be too. All you need are some Reinkers and a little bit of shaving cream, and you'll be ready to go. But I'm telling you, when you think of the old shaving cream technique, this just blows it away. You're gonna love it. I can't wait. But before we get started, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey, hi everybody. She's having fun over there.
I am, and I was sick all weekend.
Yeah.
For the holiday, I was down. I took like a million COVID tests, no COVID. I don't know what it was. Had a little bit of cough and just felt really super tired. And hearing everybody talk out there, I know a lot of you were feeling the same way. So, I'm getting better though, but I do have my drink in case I cough. I've got my mints in case I cough. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tom might be doing the technique. You never know.
Uh-oh.
Not that again, right?
No.
Oh, well, you ready to have some fun?
I'm ready.
All right, and you'll be back later?
I think so. It's kind of a word blending day for word of the day.
Oh, gosh.
Kind of like you just did one. COVID, Novid.
Novid.
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so to start off my technique tonight, I am going to cut a piece of white cardstock. So let me just get a piece of white cardstock here. This is just a little bitty piece. And I am going to get my Intricut die cutting machine, and I'm just going to cut this using Master Layouts 2. So let me find that. And if you're new to Gina K Designs, first of all, welcome. We are so happy that you found us. And our wonderful crew out there, everybody who is part of our lives, everybody watching, chatting, we count on everybody for their advice and their comments, and Tom is monitoring them, so make sure you leave a comment and let us know that you're here if you're new. I'm going to be using Master Layouts 2. Now, this is a die set that has a bunch of different dies in here that helps you create different kinds of layouts. And this is one of my favorite ones. So I have this blade side down on the cutting mat, and I am going to pop on the platform on top. You can do it in either direction as long as the blade is always touching the cutting mat. Oh, sorry, I look tired. I tried my best. I really tried my best to put as much blush on as I possibly could, but I am a little tired. But you know what? I'm here, and I'm glad. I'm grateful. I made it to 2024 with all of you. Okay, so you can see that leaves that nice little stitched border. And I'll be coming back to die cutting later, so I am going to put this die set away for now. I don't want to lose it, but I don't need the machine right now because we're going to get right into the technique. Oh, thank you, guys. I was seriously putting a lot of blush on and stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to use some Masking Magic strips. So for those of you that don't have Masking Magic strips, you can use Masking Magic sheets if you want, or you can use something like this, super thin washi tape. Just make sure to tap it off on your clothing first to make it less sticky. You can use bigger washi tape. You can use whatever you have. If you use Masking Magic in the sheets, you can cut these down to 1/8-inch strips and 1/4-inch strips to do this. But I'm telling you guys, when you see how this all comes together, you're going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1/4-inch strips. Now, they come 3 different sizes in the pack. You get the 1/2 inch, you get the 1/4 inch, and you get the 1/8 of an inch. And you can tell because the back liners are all different colors. So the 1/4 inch is in red, the 1/8 inch is in blue, and the 1/2 inch is in green. I love that they did that because I can just see it from across the room. Now, we're going to take these 1/4 inch strips and we're just going to cover up the edge here. So we're going to create a little border. All right. Now I'm not sticking it down to the paper too much. I'm just going to tuck it around like this. See that? I just tucked it around. It's okay. It'll come off easily. I'm not worried about it. I just don't want it sticking to everything. So that's why I did that. All right. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to cover up that little border there. Right to the edge. You want to make sure you go to the edge. Don't let any of the edge show. But I mean, if a little bit does, it's not going to be the end of the world. I think a little bit of mine is showing. Let's just try to not do that though. Especially the first time I show you this technique. So, I hope everybody had a great new year, and I hope that nobody made any resolutions except to get more time in your crafting space. That's the only resolution that I want to hear about. I think that's a great resolution. Do more of what you love. That's what the resolution should be. Because in reality, I've tried making resolutions for a lot of other things. I think a resolution to do more of what makes you happy is one that you can actually honor and do. And the rest of the stuff, All right. So now we've got those going around all 4 sides, and you can see I'm just tearing that over and because I don't want it to stick. All right, give a little pressure there. Now, we are going to move to the 1/8 of an inch strips, and I am going to do these corner to corner. So I'm just lining it up with that corner, and I'm coming down onto this corner, and then I'm pressing down. Okay, and I'm going to do bigger boxes. I've done this diamond thing before where I've done some ink blending like this, and I've done them pretty close together. I'm going to do these big. So these are going to be wide things in between. Okay, so it's not going to take too many. In fact, this one might work right here. I think that looks pretty good. And if they're not all exactly the same width, don't worry about it. It'll be close enough. It'll be better than horrible. You can also tape these on the other side if you want. It will make it a little tricky when you're going to take them off, but it's okay. I'd rather it, be tacked down really nicely. This one I might move just a little bit. I feel like it wasn't very straight. The nice thing about Masking Magic is you can pull it up if you need to, and it's not going to tear your paper. Okay. Good goals, right, everybody? Good goals. Okay. Do more crafting. Tom, I bet you're going to do more bike riding this year, right? That's what you love? More guitar playing?
Oh, you might not see much of me.
Oh, no.
It's all working out.
Did that sound sincere? Oh, no. No. I'll be bike riding with you as soon as the weather breaks.
Oh, no.
Hey. Tom is pretty dedicated. He's actually been bike riding all throughout December here in Wisconsin in this cold. He's been going out on bike rides. 30. In the beginning, it was like, I can't go, you know, if it's any colder than 50. And then it was like, yeah, 32, that's not too bad. I can do it. Okay, so now I've got my my stripes going in one direction. Now I'm going to do them in the other direction. I think you guys can see those pretty well. So I'm making a diamond pattern here. Good. No New Year's resolutions made. Good. I like that. I like your style. Okay, corner to corner again. I don't know. Maybe take some things to Goodwill. I don't know. Even that, when I start thinking about that, I'm like, oh. All right, so if it helps, you can look at it this way to make sure that your diamonds look kind of straight. But again, they don't have to be perfect. They're still going to look really good. And I'm just taping that onto the back. Same here. That looks pretty good. I don't need that much. I save all these small pieces because I use them to tack dies down with. I use them for like smaller areas. Like here's one that I pulled off and I can just use it for right here. That looks pretty good. Okay. And we'll just tap that around the back. Okay, almost there. This is the long part of the technique. There we go. Looking good. Now, I usually say you can reuse Masking Magic strips. For this particular technique, you may not want to reuse them because they're going to get pretty messy. But the result is worth it. I don't think you can reuse washi tape. There's the last one right down there. Alrighty. Now I've got that looking like a hot mess, but it's going to look good. I'm telling you, it's going to look great. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of ink. So I'm going to use some turquoise sea ink. Maybe even I'll just use some sea glass here. So I'm using a light color just to get a little color down onto this design, okay? So don't worry too much if it's not perfectly blended. You just want to make sure that you fill it all in. Because when you normally do the shaving cream technique, it's a beautiful swirly pattern, but there's a lot of white space showing. Well, we can't have white space showing because we want our lattice to be beautiful too. And in order for that, in order to define all of the lattice work and our border, we've got to have some color down on here. So I've chosen this light color because I'm going to use Tranquil Teal Reinker. And I'm also going to use Wild Lilac. You can use any colors you want, but I will tell you that I've had the best success using colors that can blend in any direction. And what I mean by that is, let's say for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say you were using Wild Lilac, Tranquil Teal, and Grass Green, okay? Wild Lilac and Tranquil Teal blend nicely together. Tranquil Teal and Grass Green blend nicely together. But Grass Green and Wild Lilac make brown. So these three don't blend nicely together. But if you used Tranquil Teal, Wild Lilac, and say, let me find a color here. I don't have a re-inker, but let me grab one. Let me grab one. Passionate Pink. These will blend in any direction. So the pink and purple will blend together, the purple and teal will blend together, and the teal and pink will blend together. They're going to make kind of a wisteria purple. Maybe they'll just make even a bright purple. But they'll blend all three ways. So when you're doing shaving cream, one of the things that I noticed was as I continued to make different panels and I continued to mix my shaving cream, the colors that didn't blend well together would start to turn brown and get muddy. So this is why you want to use colors that blend in all three directions if you're using three colors. Now I'm only going to use two colors for this because I think these two colors are going to be plenty. So I have a paper plate here and I have some plastic cutlery. I just bought this because I didn't have any in the craft room. I had them for my techniques, but I kept using them for lunch, and so I ran out. And then I have just this plain Gillette foamy. You want it to be the foam kind, not the gel kind. So I bought two because they were buy one, get one. And I have this sensitive one and the regular one. I don't think it matters, but I probably should have gotten an unscented one because it will smell a little bit like shaving cream, although shaving cream actually smells really good. I smelled this, the one that I had done earlier, Tom, and it kind of smells like you. It smells nice. Like, like after, it has a nice smell, a nice manly smell to it.
Glad it wasn't Lysol or something. Oh, I just wanted to check. Doesn't sound like a great deal. Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one free. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's what you should do, right? If you buy one, you should get one. All right, so I shook this up a little bit, and then I am just going to do a big pile of shaving cream here. Now, you can get many cards out of this. For the sake of saving time, I'm probably going to only do one. I may do a second one just to show you what the standard shaving cream looks like for people who maybe have never seen the technique before. Okay, and then I am going to, drop a couple drops of Wild Lilac Reinker. And then I'm going to drop some of the Tranquil Teal. All right, I'm just doing them in different spots, you know, kind of mixing them up a little bit. I'm not putting all the Tranquil Teal on one side and all the Wild Lilac on the other side. Can I throw some questions at you?
You sure can.
Okay. Any date for the next release?
The 16th. 16th of January, Tuesday the 16th.
Okay, and would this work with alcohol ink?
It will not work with alcohol ink. You have to use dye reinker for this. And I shouldn't say that. I guess you need to use something that's water-based. So I would think it wouldn't work. I mean, you could try it and just do a little bit and see what it does, but I'm thinking that it's going to work better with these dye reinkers. Now, what I'm doing here is I am just cutting through this. See how I'm just cutting the color and I'm making it kind of swirl? You don't want to mix it like with a whisk kind of thing because you want that pattern to be in there. And you really want to spread it around so it looks like there's color just about everywhere. If you feel like you don't have enough color, you can always go back and add some more reinker in there if you want. But I think this looks pretty good.
And Amanda's asking, can you do different designs for this technique?
Well, you can do different designs in the Masking Magic. You could do like just kind of go down like that. You could do bricks. You could do squares. But this is you kind of get what you get here with the shaving cream part. Okay, so I'm just mixing that a little bit so it doesn't kind of come apart too much. All right, and here we go. Now I'm going to just drop this right on top and pat it down.
And that's your regular light cardstock?
Yep, this is the layering weight white cardstock. Okay. Now I have this little stencil pal from Thermoweb. If you don't have something like this, you can always use something like a credit card or even some very thick cardboard or something. But you want to make sure that you scrape that off like that. And then make sure you get it on the other side too, like that. All right. Now I put this back in here just to get it out of the way, but it's not where I want to do my next panel. My next panel, I'm going to do more in here. I would like mess it up again a little bit, maybe add a few more drops of Reinker, and you could do another one. And this will just wash off with water. Okay, so now I feel like I got it all off. Let me clean my stencil pal and go over it one more time just to make sure that I don't have any like thick parts of it there. I just cleaned that off with a paper towel, and I'm just going to go one more time here.
How do you think it'd work with a stencil?
Ooh, well, you could definitely try it with a stencil. Yeah, it would probably be very cool with a stencil. You know, I hate to say no when somebody says, would it work with? Because I think the right answer is try it, because you never know. Because who would have done this, right? But I had to try it because I thought about it when I was in bed, and I just had to give it a try. Okay, so now I am going to start pulling these off. All right. See what I mean about not really being able to use it a second time? I think I'm going to go this way because I think this was the last ones that I did going down this way.
Is it dry?
It's dry enough. It's pretty dry. Let's see here. I had a lot of fun peeling the other one off, but you just gotta kind of get it off the back. There you go. Get these off the back. Okay, here we go. This is so fun. The peel and reveal is so fun. Look at it coming off. It's pretty dry. It dries pretty fast. Look at that. Ah, isn't that beautiful? It looks messy when it's coming off, but it comes off pretty good. Look at that. Isn't that just a gorgeous design? It looked like such a hot mess before I took it off, but look at it now. Oh, I love it. It is so satisfying. You're right. It's just got such a satisfying feel to it. Here's the one I did earlier, and you can see each one is different. Like there was a glob in there, so that kind of made like a swirl. But isn't that so fun? Peeling it off is the best part because you look at it and you go, I'm sorry, but that's not going to look good. I don't know what you were thinking, what you were dreaming about, but oh, I love the color. I just love the color. So let me just do one more here. We could do a different style completely. Let's just do like a real simple, ooh, I know what we could do. Oh, I just thought of something fun to do. Okay. Because this is really not about making a card. This is about a technique, really. So let's try one more thing that I think is going to be gorgeous. All right, let me clean this off here for 1 sec. Okay, Tom, I need you to do something for me. Okay. While I'm taping up my next one, I need you to go over there to my Reinkers and find like a yellow, an orange, and a red Reinker. Can you do that? Okay, he's going to do that. And I am going to get my die cutting machine because I have an idea. And I think it's going to be really pretty and really different. Okay, so I'm going to start with this die and this die. So these are these are not master layouts. This is our single stitched and double stitched circles, okay? And I'm going to see if I can cut out a little piece of masking magic. You know how like I always cut out masking magic for things and then I say save this because you can use it for something else? This was a piece that I cut out a long time ago of our masking magic sheets. Well, here's a time where I'm going to use it. So what I'm going to do here, see if it'll work. I am going to lay this down, and I'm going to put this circle in the center of it, and I'm going to cut this out. I wonder, let me just look at one other thing here. I wonder how this would look. Okay, I'm going to cut it out with this one. There we go. Same die set, just a little bit of a bigger die. You're going to have so much fun doing this, you guys. If you have a pink, or that's fine, Tom. Anything that's yellow or bright, sunshiny. If you have to go into the store and steal one, go ahead. And then I'm going to go with this small one. That might be a little too big, but I think it'll work. Maybe this one would work, just like this. Ooh, what'd you get me? Okay, ooh, he found Tangerine Twist, sweet corn, and a little red velvet. I think those are gonna look great. And he picked the right ones because you can go 3 ways with that, so that will work. Okay, so I gotta be a little bit careful because there is stitching on this, but I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna keep this ring that I made. Now let's see what I can do with a piece of white cardstock. I hope you guys don't mind that sometimes I just like to come on here and just play with techniques without necessarily a full project in mind, just to show you some fun ways that you can use these. If we have time, I'll definitely throw a card together using this blue one, but it's already dry. You can, you know, rub all over it, nothing happens to it, so it's super fast drying, but that's because we use dye ink. All right, I'm going to cut another one of those Master Layout 2 panels. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad that it's fun. New here, is Tom the husband? Yeah, Tom is the husband. He is, and if you're new here, Tom, show them your space while I'm cutting this out. So show them where you see Tom is in the dead space over there. And
yes, the dead space when I jumped in and started helping with the production, Gina said your job is to fill the dead space. So
and he listened. Okay, so I'm going to take this ring. Gosh, I hope there's a place. Oh, there is. Good. I'm going to take this ring that I cut out, and I just cut this ring out by taking 2 different size circles and cutting them together. And I'm going to place this right here in the center, like this. Does that look pretty even? Wait, why isn't it sticking? Oh. Okay. You really have to press down on it. There we go. Okay. So I have that. Now I really don't need this part, so I can just trim that off so it's not hanging in the way and catching on things. Now, we're going to go around the perimeter one more time with these 1/4 inch pieces. I'm not going to tape it quite as much as I did like on the back. I'm going to see how it works. I'll be the guinea pig here, and we'll see how it works if I don't do quite as much taping. Okay, these are the 1/4 inch ones. We could maybe trim them back a little bit so they're not hanging so far over the edge. And by the way, if you're new here, welcome. We love having you here. We do this every Tuesday night and every Thursday at noon Central Time. And I get a lot of people when I post that will ask on the post, well, what time in Pacific time or what time in Eastern time? But YouTube and Facebook do something that's pretty cool. They automatically convert the time, so the time that you are seeing should be the correct time. And the only time that wouldn't work, which I learned myself the hard way, is if you don't have the internal clock on your computer set properly, so it thinks you're at a different time, or you don't have your time zone set properly in your browser, or your battery is dying on your laptop, and whenever you shut your laptop off, the clock stops working. So
So if you're using my shaving cream, does that mean your craft supplies are fair game for like home improvement projects that I'm working on?
No. No. Okay, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to make some sun, kind of like sun rays here. And I'm going from like the middle, and then I'm going on the angles next, just to kind of spread them out a little more evenly. Like that. But I'm not going past this ring here, okay? So I think this one's going to be fun. And then I can put this in the middle here, like that. I can do another one. You guys are getting the drift here, right? There we go. Let's do one here. And one here. And we'll see how this looks. This would be really cute if you have like a greeting like "You are my sunshine," because I think that these are so cool to have a space here to stamp like a greeting. Yeah, I can't wait to see what this one turns out like. Okay. There we go. Now, we're going to cut these off, just so that it's not sticking out all over the place. Okay. I got sticky things everywhere. I don't care. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get to the next part. Oh, see? I saw that you just said that you were thinking a sunset too, or sunshine when I said that. See? Creative minds. We think alike. All right. A little more shaving cream in the mix. I'll give this back to you, Tom. I'm sorry. Actually, you could get shaving cream really cheap at the dollar store if you want to try this technique. All right. Tangerine Twist. I love reinker techniques because reinkers, you don't need them that much, but when you want to, sometimes you want to use your products and you're like, gosh, I had this reinker just sitting here forever. You could try one of these techniques. All right, this is sweet corn, which is a very pretty golden color. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I got to do it. And I got to do it kind of quickly. I forgot to ink blend. So I'm just going to get my yellow blending brush and I'm going to give this a nice blend of yellow. I don't even know what yellow is on here, but as I'm looking at it, it looks very much like a mix of sweet corn and maybe a little honey mustard, which is fine. We just have to make sure that we do that before we do our swirls, or we're not going to have the definition. And you definitely can't do it afterwards because it's just weird. You have like shaving cream everywhere and stuff. So there we go. We gave ourselves a little bit of sunniness there. Okay, now I'm gonna put a drop or two of red velvet in. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but why not? Maybe it'll be extra bright. Just a tiny bit. We can always add more of the other colors if we need to. Now, what did I do with that knife? I'll just take another one. I'll find it. These are my shaving cream knives. All right, I'm going to start to cut the swirls. Ooh, love this color combination. There we go. That's pretty good. Could use a little more yellow, but we do have yellow in the background. So let's see how this looks. Okay. Here we go. Wish me luck. I just want to cut this red a little there. Okay, here we it's kind of sparse over here. There we go. Smash it all in there. I just leave it in there for a second. And it is messy, so some people might want to wear gloves when you're doing this, like hairdressing gloves or something, but ooh. Now, if you missed any spots, you can go back in somewhere else and just plop it back down in there and pick up some color. There we go. Okay. Now let me put this over here.
That has taco night, sour cream, and Cholula overtones.
It does. And you know what else it has? Creamsicle. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. You never know what it's going to look like. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Fingers crossed. I saw that. Yes, that's what I'm doing too. Fingers crossed. Okay, I think that's good. I think we got most of it off of there. All right. Now, let me wipe my hands. And now it's time to take the stuff off. Okay. I'm just going to blot that a little bit because it is a little bit icky on the outside. Okay. Here we go. I don't even know what I did first, but I think we could take these off. The crisp line. There's nothing like the crisp line. And if it's too small, you can always take, like if it's too close and you're afraid you're going to like get ink on it or something, just grab a tweezer to pull it off and that will work too. Okay. Oh, this is so fun. You guys, you got to do this. Go to Dollar Tree tomorrow and get some cheap shaving cream. I don't mind the smell, personally. I think it smells really fresh and really clean, and I kind of like it. But if you don't want your card to smell like anything, then definitely get an unscented shaving cream. They gotta make those. It's coming out. It doesn't look good until every last thing is off of it, right? Okay. So you can see because I used the dotted in there that I've got just a little bit of color that went through, but seriously, look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? That would be great, like a side view. I really like that one. That's so fun. You don't have a Dollar Tree? You can go to like Walgreens. It's on sale right now. Buy one, get one. I think it's buy one, get one half off. So, you know, it'll last you a long time. And this is a really fun technique to do with kids too, because it's virtually, it's non-toxic. I mean, I wouldn't do it with babies, but if you're doing something fun with kids, like I remember Rena, when she was young, used to love doing shaving cream. She would just love it. And I know they do it in school with paint, but it's much duller with paint than it is with Reinkers. Reinkers are so vibrant. So there's two different styles. Yes, this is Tom's favorite color. Yes. And you know, you could do something to cover up those little bits by just, you could die cut something in a circular pattern, like a little glitter foil or something, and put it in there, or you could just do little rhinestones going around here, if you even care. I mean, if you put a big bold greeting, like a big hello over that, you really wouldn't even see it. And these are what I call messy techniques. You know, when you're doing alcohol inks, you're doing reinkers, you're playing, you're just getting messy, and it really doesn't need to be perfect to look really good. Okay. So what time is it? I have time to make a card. I think I'm going to make a card out of this one. And I'm going to do something real simple that doesn't take up the entire, the entire panel. So what I'm going to do is, I have an old stamp set, and I've been getting out the old stamp sets before our new release. I always like to revisit the oldies but goodies. I've used this one a million times. You can see how black it is from ink. I'm going to use Elegant Asters. That's what this set is called. I'm going to use the butterfly from this. I have so many cards on my YouTube channel that use this stamp set. This is one of those that will be in our collection forever because I use it over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to just cut one butterfly. I'm going to stamp it and cut it. I'm going to use my Misty stamping tool for this. And seriously, have you seen a more well-loved stamp? That is as clean as I can get it. Is the design on the card raised a bit? You know, it's not raised, but you can feel a little bit of texture where the shaving cream is. Not much. And I actually think that you could stamp on it. So maybe I'll try stamping. Maybe I'll try stamping on this one later, and I'll let you know if you can stamp on it. But I think you can. But I would definitely use a Misty so you can stamp it several times, and I would wait for it to really dry before you stamp on it. Just a slight texture, though. Not anything raised at all. I don't think that it would be a problem to stamp on it. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this in black. Stamp it a couple times to get it nice and black. I do like this butterfly. And I feel like this card really just calls for, because you know I'm going to use a little piece of black going around the outside. Yeah, I do think you can stamp on it. I haven't tried it, but I do think you can stamp on it. I really feel like I want to try it for you, but I also want to get a good high quality picture of this piece so that you can see it. And really the little bits of orange that leaked through those stitched areas, it's not that much. It's not really a problem. Okay. So let's see. Oh my gosh! Who did a super chat? I didn't even know that was on. Who did that, Tom? Oh, Corolla? Is that how you say your name? Corolla? Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I didn't know I turned the super chat on. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Your power is going out? Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you in a stormy place? Okay. I didn't even know that. I don't know how that happened. Okay, now we're going to cut this butterfly out with the butterfly die from the coordinating die set. And this is one of those times where I am going to use some of these little strips that I talked about. Can you put it? Yes, you can put another card in that same shaving cream. You can keep going. So, you know, I was trying to like do a couple different things, so I didn't want to make a lot of panels. But you can keep going and going and going and going until there's just not much color left, or it's just getting too like inky or whatever. A super chat it's kind of like a tip. That's what a super chat is. It's a tip. And YouTube sent me a whole bunch of different things to look into. Super chat, memberships, things like that. And I was looking at all of them, and I don't know how I toggled that. But okay, so there is the butterfly. Ooh, I just dropped it. Okay. And then I am going to cut just a single strip sentiment here. And I have these mixed messages strip sentiments, and I think I'm going to use the birthday wishes here. Okay. Oh goodness, please stay safe. Stay safe wherever you are coming in from. I can't read all the comments, but maybe Tom saw what you said. Did you see that, Tom? Where Corolla is from and what's going on with the power? Okay. I'm going to cut this birthday wishes out with one of our strip sentiment dies. And we're going to keep this real clean and simple, and we're not going to block too much of the background because I really want to see a lot of the backgrounds. Someone had a stroke driving on New Year's Eve and what? Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you for finding that, Tom. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that you don't lose power. And, gosh, I hope that person ended up being okay.
Terry wants to know, could you put the butterfly into the shaving cream?
Oh, yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. You could put the butterfly in, you could stamp things, and then go ahead and add it into the shaving cream. And then just be a little bit careful, though, because dye ink mixed with dye ink can reactivate the dye ink that is on the piece that you already have. So I would test it. Like, I wouldn't say, you know, oh, I've got this perfect die cut. This is the one I want to use. I would just stamp it somewhere, try it out, and see how it goes. And then if you like it, then go ahead and do your die cut pieces. I think I would probably die cut after I did the shaving cream, just because I think it would be really messy trying to get this little piece out of the shaving cream. So, but yeah, I would give it a try for sure. You could also use a waterproof ink, like amalgam ink, and let it dry completely, and then go and do the shaving cream, because that's waterproof and that's not going to bleed or run at all. All right, so one more thing I want to do. I probably should have kept my die cutting machine out, but I'm going to just do it with a paper cutter. I'm going to cut a little black panel here that fits this piece of shaving cream. So I cut it out with Master Layouts 2, which is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. So now I'm going to go to 3 5/8 of an inch, to 4 7/8 of an inch, and that should give me my little shadow layer that I need for this card, and that looks pretty good. Okay, used to do the technique with Sukuniko ink. Sukuniko, I love that word, that name. Okay, see, I've got yellow shaving cream ish here. So I gotta clean that. So let me get my Zep. What is Zep, Tom? Where did you get Zep? I like Windex. Zep. I stole that from your office, by the way, if you've been looking for your Zep.
Is it working?
It's working.
Well, then it's fine.
Okay.
Whatever it's called.
Zep. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to place this on here. There we go. And you can see I put tape real close to the edge on that. Oh, Zep is awesome. Okay, I didn't know that. I've never seen Zep before. It's good to know. Okay, so now I'm going to do something. I don't want to just put this butterfly on here, I don't think. That just looks a little bit kind of lonely, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do is I have one of those double stitch circles and a single stitch circle cut out in white and black, and I think I might use it as a grounding panel. And if you have seen me do things like this before, a lot of times I like to ground my focal images. So I like to put something down to kind of like hone in on the image and then pop the image on top of it. And then
you do kind of help yourself to my stuff.
I do. I do.
We have our stuff and your stuff.
Yes, we do. You're right. And so you see how that kind of, I don't know, it just separates the focal part from the background as opposed to just putting it directly onto the card. And we could even center this whole thing more. You know, we could put the butterfly here, and then we could have the greeting going over the butterfly like that. I kind of like it separated, though. I don't know if you guys have a choice, a better choice, but I think I liked it with the butterfly up a little higher and then the greeting just down. So, all right, so let's put this together, and then I'm going to pick a card-based color. And I'm kind of thinking that we did all that teal, but I wonder if powder blue would look good. Look at that. Wouldn't that look really pretty with it? Is that too bluey blue? Should I go for the Tranquil Teal? Or, here's the, oh, that Tranquil Teal, yeah, that makes everything pop. Tranquil Teal looks good. But I could also go with the standard white card base. You know, just put it right on white. And that would really make all of the blue pop. Okay, so I could see by the comments so far that powder blue is not the first choice. Let's see.
Request for lavender.
Lavender? Oh, okay. We'll try that. Here's lavender. Lovely lavender. Lavender. Okay, so I see a lot of not white. Nobody's saying white, so white goes back. Okay, I see a lot. Tranquil Teal seems to be the clear winner here on this one. Although I did think the lavender looked pretty. We can look at one more color just, you know, for the heck of it. This is Wild Wisteria. This is very vibrant. I don't think so. And the reason why is it looks really good together, but it's overpowering and it's taking away from the whole technique. So I think we'll go with the Tranquil Teal. It seems to be the winner. Okay, everybody's like, no. Everybody is rubbing their eyes. My eyes. Okay, I'm going to cut this with my big paper cutter. Sea glass? Yeah, sea glass might work too. I can hold up a piece of sea glass here. Why not? While we're looking. Sea glass. Sea glass? Or Tranquil Teal? Okay, I'm giving you one more chance to vote here. With the sea glass or the teal. Sea glass. Tranquil Teal. Okay, I see still more teal than anything, so we're going to stick with the teal. But I did think that was a nice choice, too. I like all your suggestions. Unfortunately, I can only pick one, so we'll go with the teal, since that's what we kind of started with. And it does kind of pull out a little bit of that Tranquil Teal, because honestly, that Tranquil Teal got really light in there, and it's really just in some very small parts, because it really faded out. So that'll maybe accent those just a little bit. Okay.
How about a quick silly word of the day?
Oh, we would love that.
Okay.
But only if you were in the scene. Yeah, there you go.
So, quick word of the day. Talked a little bit earlier about blending words to be more efficient. And that's this kind of word, like no COVID, novid. That's why not be more efficient? So today's word of the day is similar. Rena's dog Mishi, little Mishi the Pomeranian, had to go to the vet today.
Yeah.
Because he had a skin infection, a little skin infection. And so those two words should really be skinfection. Skinfection saves time. I had a skinfection. Word of the day, back to the dead space. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I mean, it's been years of words of the day. So I don't know how you keep coming up with them. Novid. The negative COVID test. Novid. All right. So I'm going to put this a little bit down, but not completely in the center. Okay, so it's kind of centered, but it's not completely in the center. Okay. And then I did pop it up with some foam squares. I think I'll even pop this up with some foam squares. So we're really popping. I know, poor little baby. I don't know, is he just a little chubby and he like scratched his belly on something? I don't know. Poor little guy. And then we'll put the butterfly up here, and then we will attach this right down here. Like that. Oh yeah. Love it. Love it. So simple. Cute little card. Should we put a couple little silver gems on the butterfly? Couple little silver thingies? Little metallic pearls.
Now, Rochelle, you got me thinking in a whole different direction here with a weird of the day. I kind of like that.
Weird of the day, yeah. I like it too.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. So we'll put one there, and one here. So we'll do 3 small silver metallic pearls just to have a little bit of shine. One there for his head, and then I better have more small ones. I do. One there, and one there. Okay, I think that should be enough. It's really, again, this was not about the card. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the card. I just grabbed that stamp set because I hadn't used it for a while. But I think it's good. Good enough. Better than horrible. And then we'll take one more look at what these panels look like by themselves. Okay, now, again, if you're new here, all you have to do is make a comment anytime during the live. And at the end of the video, which we are right about at the end, we are going to give away a $15 gift card to Gina K Designs. So you'll get to save that and use it whenever you want. Our next release is coming out on January 16th. That's a Tuesday night. And you can save it for that, or you can save it for whatever you want. So, Tom, are you ready to give away a $15 gift card?
We're turning our drummer loose.
Okay, there we go.
Drum roll, please. Ta-da! Majorie Evens. Majorie Evens, you are the winner.
Yay, Marjorie. Congratulations. All you have to do is send your name and email address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and they will get that digital gift card over to you. Now, a note about Thursday's live. We're actually going to do it premiere style. So Tom and I will be chatting in the comments. We have another commitment, and we can't actually be in the studio, but we can get away to be with you in the comments. So we'll be chatting too. And Tom, I think we should give away a gift card in the comments. What do you think?
We'll do that.
Okay, we could do that. So if you're at the premiere, we could live chat. It's going to be just on YouTube. So come on over to YouTube on Thursday, noon Central Time, for our premiere and chat with us live in the comments. And then toward the end, we will give away a $15 gift card. So we hope to see you there. All right, everybody. Tom and I will be back live again next Tuesday night. And in the meantime, stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.